Oh. Oh, shoot. Am I live? I don't know. What? Oop. My Google Chrome crashed. I guess I'm live. Saturday morning studio update. I went and played at the courthouse yesterday, and it worked out pretty good. It's one of my regular. I'm going to be going there. You know what? I'm not even going to try to go out on weekends. Going down to Smithsonian, there's a lot of people in town that's not showing a lot of love. The tourists are. The working people have the tourists beat, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's get a sound check. Test, microphone's in. There's a lot of people in town that's not showing a lot of buzz. The working people have. There we go. Yeah, everything's good here. Seems like one of my cameras, when I get one working, the other one that's not working. That's what messes up my morning. When I'm in here trying to setting up stuff, and I'm not going to keep doing this stuff over and over again. But let's see here. Looks like one of my windows need to be refreshed. This one here. See, this is a free software, so it's going to have a lot of bugs in it. Every once in a while, I have to go refresh. If I was doing a session, I would have to go back and refresh everything every so often, because you'll be looking at some windows that's not really what I'm looking at. Yeah. But stay focused, everybody. Don't worry about all the crazy stuff that's going on. Don't get involved. Don't get caught up in it, man. It's just what is part of God's plan. And they falling into the trap, so don't you get caught up in what they doing. You know, don't be worrying about what they worry about. We need to be concerned about spiritual things, working out our soul salvation, you know, with fear and trembling. You know, walking the path. Stay on the path. Stay on the path. Yeah, stay on the path. This one here, this overhead camera doesn't want to come on for some reason again. When I finally got the other one working, this one, I got that one working, and now the other one doesn't want. I'm not going to spend no time on it. I might just mess with my machine of the day. But I think I want to go get some sandwich food today over at the, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that, y'all. You know. I need to move this, yeah. I'm just going to leave this, move this out of my way here so you can see my lovely face. Yeah, man. Everything is cool. I even have my phone. My phone is on here. I can use this for a headshot. I think I can unplug this phone and walk around. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to put the phone right here since it doesn't want to let me see what's going on. I'm going to switch this with the phone. Turn it into a giant headshot. Yeah. Put it up under here. Turn it into a giant headshot. Yeah. I have to adapt. So nothing's going to be happening today. I think I'm going to use the subway. I can go in the subway, and I know I can make some money down in there, instead of going all the way down to Smithsonian and being humiliated by all the people walking over top of me. The world has changed since the 40 years ago, since I've been playing out on the street. Busking is called. Matter of fact, somebody used that term in the comments the other day. They said something about busking, and that let me know that they were a musician that played that likes to play outside. You know, when you're a cab driver, it's called hacking. You know, hacking, and when you have a trade that you sometimes put to work, they might even call it hustle, whatever hustle you have. But with music, it's called busking. It's really old phrase, goes way, way, way back to troubadours, minstrel, vagabonds. My brother gave me the name the Vagabond King. But look at the subscribers, y'all. Look at the subscribing. 483. What I need? 90. I need 17. 17 more subscribers. Or is it 27? I don't know. I play hooky from school, so. But I'm gonna go ahead and start my day. You know, I have this wireless headset has to be plugged into the little mini USBs. For some reason, it doesn't want to hold a charge. See, they're not coming on now. For some reason, it doesn't want to hold a charge. So I have to have them plugged in. I can use it. I can figure out a spot for it. I just have to put my little mini USB. I might use it for the looper pedal thing. I was going to go down and I need to tighten up my rig again too. My rig is acting up. A piece of the thing I have the battery on is slipping. Let me go show you. Let me show you. Let's go. Actually, let me put this on the stabilizer so it won't be as jumpy as it is right now. Put this on a stabilizer. That's why I bought it, so it can help stable things. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Now it's supposed to be a little bit stable when I'm walking. It's supposed to be stabler. Is it still on? Oh, I'm flipped around the wrong way. I put it in backwards. Hold on. Meanwhile, let me switch back over so that you can. It won't be all jumpy the whole time. Be professional. Whoop. Okay. I think I have it. Let's switch. Okay, here we are. Let me show ya. Let me show you. Okay, here's my dolly rig, and there's the I have it laying down on the ground because the thing I have the battery in right here, this was kept the weight of the little battery behind here. The weight of the battery was pushing this down. This was coming down and it was dragging on the ground. And I kept stopping. I said, why is it stopping? So it's right here. This is the problem right here. So I have some extra hangers. All I'm going to do is take some hangers and MacGyver it up the same way I have the battery in here. I just need to put some hangers up under here to MacGyver it so that it won't be pushing down. The back part was pushing. But I'm not draining no power in the subway with the iLouds. I can afford to have to plug the keyboard in. I didn't have enough plugs yesterday when I was out there. I didn't bring my little adapter to go on here. I needed one more plug. So like I said, I'm on my guy. I'm not going down to Smithsonian. Because I can't guarantee that I'm going to make anything. Even though there's a lot of people in town, I want to stick to my it's not broke, don't fix it thing. So I'm just going to take these hangers here and unravel them and have it, fix it so that that battery thing don't be sliding down. But that's but this is the rig that I had this rig before the fire, so this rig is at least 8 years old. And one of the guys down the Smithsonian told me. He said, "Man, so there's a dolly around the corner, the top of the escalator. Go around and get it." And I changed the wheels and everything. But I'm using iLoud out in the subway, right? And it's not draining no battery. That old battery I had was dead because it kept going dead. I thought it was the iLoud's draining, so I'm using those two. And I'm going to get a couple of battery-powered guitar, and I'm using these two. These are like little personal. That's an old brand name right there. When I was small, that was a expensive amplifier or PA system. They even had a padding on the side, like, you know, it was a show thing. But this is an old company. You have to be around. You have to be around at least about 60 years old to recognize this custom. They went out of business. But there's a little personal monitors. I have two of these. So I'm going to, matter of fact, I had these glued on the side at one time. I had them glued together like that. You know? I need to get some more of that. I'm way past the due date to go past the Dollar Tree, the $1.25 tree. But you can see this is my looper. I want to get on this today. Yeah, I do better. If I did go out, I'd take my looper. I'll take this looper pedal and sit down. The biggest thing is getting this chair down there. I need to get a smaller chair. I have my eye out. I'm asking the angels for a small baby chair so I can sit down low. Asking the angels for a little chair. So I can, what? See, this stable, like this thing's supposed to be stable. The stabilizer is supposed to be stable, and what am I looking at on? I'm watching YouTube. YouTube is way slow. I'm looking at the YouTube, but this is my looper rig here. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. It's just because it's the cherry blossoms thing. I get excited about that because that at one time the cherry blossoms was, I made more money at the cherry blossoms than I ever did at any time, at any given time. Since I've been out there, I made the most that I ever made. That's how I actually bought my car. The money that I made. With that being said, where's my, let me go ahead and I'm gonna sign off because it seems like when I'm live I never can get any food in my system. This is oatmeal cookies and pound cake, sugar pound cake. I'm gonna drink that and have a little teeny bit of smoothie and some Ensure Boost or whatever, energy drink. Yeah, I'm just going to go out to the subway. I'm going to not do anything during the week. I want to see if I can go out and work every day besides Saturday and Sundays. I'm going to take my Saturday and Sundays at home. And I'm not going to worry about that Smithsonian thing. And I don't know, I might just go down there and take a look. But that takes too much out of a day. I have my own days. You know, I want to have my freedom. You know, I don't want to be... I think I'm going to go ahead and just use the going home crowd in the subway Monday to Friday, and then save my energy in the weekdays, and because I know I can make money in the subway. I'm not going to be going somewhere where I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make any money. You know, sure shot. This is not broke. I have a lot of subway spots that I know I haven't worked there in a long time. And if some of the people are still there, there's some flows. Howard University, UDC. I haven't been to Tinleytown since school is out. I can go to Tinleytown because they don't have to have the police there. Some of the stops they had to have the police there because of the kids. But there's several stops in a row between Woodley Zoo and Friendship Heights. There are all of those stops between Friendship Heights and Woodley Zoo, each one of those stops in between. I used to work at Woolly Zoo at the top of the escalator too. I haven't been to a whole bunch of stops, my regular stops, you know. But if they, I don't want to go too far out. Friendship Hike is too far out. There's not enough people coming up out of that subway. Tinley Town's probably as far as I want to go out, and that's only a stop before I got to, you know, so if you're from D.C., you know what I'm talking about, just like the subways. And near the courthouse, there are 3 stops there that I haven't been checking out neither. I know I have to use a lot of reverb on some of them. Some of them, the sound is dead. There's no echo in the, there's no resonance in that hallway. And some of the hallways are really small. I have to have my own resonance. That makes a difference sometimes. You know, if it just sounds flat. You know, I see some people out there playing and singing. They don't have no reverb on their voice. Nothing reverb. Matter of fact, Mousy Thomas Smith, the guy that has James Brown's band. When I saw him, his acoustic, his engineers, his people didn't have any reverb on their on the horn section. And I know Mousy, he's top of the line. He played with James Brown. Mousy was with the All-Stars with Steely Dan. You know, anytime you played as James Brown's drummer, people around the world know who you are. He said when James Brown died, his phone kept ringing off the chain. Or he said it was blowing up. But he was James Brown's drummer. He told me about the audition too. You know, it was so. I say he played with Peaches and Herb here in D.C. That's like Soul Searchers. It's a singing group. It's one guy, 2 like Ashford and Simpsons, 2. I think they replaced. My sister sang in this place of Peaches years ago when she was in high school, and they said she sounded better than Peaches. Since then, it's been like maybe 8 or 9, maybe 10, 12 Peaches since then. Mousy, the James Brown's drummer, he played with them, and after that, he said he was retired. He was out of high school talking about he was retired. He said if you go with somebody, they got to be good. Next thing you know, he's with James Brown. And he was James Brown's drummer until James Brown died. And he even took the band. He took the remnants of the James Brown Express, he called it. It's called Thomas Mousy Express. But that's the remnants of the James Brown. I think James Brown's son's playing bass too. But what I should do is just memorize all the James Brown songs on the horn, because I saw his keyboard players and they didn't impress me, but they were doing more than what I'm doing. So, but I think I want to learn all the James Brown songs, and I want to learn all the Funkadelics bass lines. Right? I need to do that with the synthesizer, and that should be a priority. If I happen to run into Mousy, he's a good friend. You know, he grew up with my brother. He was a real close friend to my brother. They used to hang out in high school. They were the hippies. They all dressed alike. They was dressing like how Jimi Hendrix was dressing. You know, we was trying to dress like rock stars, but that's an expensive thing too, because one of those jackets were like $2,000. The cheapest you can get one back then was $600. You know, it had the llama hair. It's called the jacket is called the Penny Lane jacket. I think the Beatles named the song after that jacket, Penny Lane. But let me get ready to get out of here, y'all. I've been here for 21 minutes. Peace and grease, peace and hair grease, peace and roast beef, peace and love. Y'all stay safe. I'm out of here. Ending soon. I'm not gonna be back though. I don't know. But that take a lot of my day just coming live, man. It took forever to get the cameras up. I told you one of them didn't even want to work. For some reason I unplugged one, and so I might want to take the camera that don't work in the low-tech bedroom studio. But I have so many things plugged in though. I know what it is. It's that dongle. The dongle I have is not working too good. It's a short in it, and it's causing mayhem. But look at the let me show you my I'm going to do something more with the spaghetti too again. I'm going to have the spaghetti gonna have to do something with this sketty up in here. Spaghetti wires. Whatever. This is coming from the machiner, so that I can use the machiner as an interface. But that's not too bad. I see everything. I can unplug everything and do it again. But it's nothing, nothing that's causing any problems. And that's just for this my Behringer one fader, single fader. That's for Logic. But I think Logic is the reason why my keyboard is acting up, because they kept freezing it up. I told the guys about it. So I need to go to solid state. I need to check my email. I need to send SSL, Solid State Live. I need to send them ask them to be more specific about the 360 degree thing. I think it's a software. I thought they just wanted a 360 degree video. I need to be specific about that. And Roland I've been in touch with them too, trying to figure out why this flagship Phantom doesn't want to upgrade. I upgraded several times before. I used several different thumb drives. And like I said, I think it was because of the Logic was wreaking havoc with the screen kept freezing up and the keyboard kept freezing up. I should have never, first time it did, I should have never plugged it back in. But I set everything to factory setting one time, and then after that, the USB stopped working. But I'm not worried about it. It's a flagship keyboard. I might just end up taking it to ProTech. That's a repair shop that used to be in Washington Music Center, if you're from DC, Maryland, Virginia. Washington Music Center used to be the baby Sweetwater years ago. They didn't have no online support though, but everybody went there. That Washington Music Center was really everybody went there here, DC, Maryland, Virginia. It was like a little Sweetwater, but you had to. We used to go up there as kids just to look around. My sister used to drive us up there. I remember one Sunday we went up there on a Sunday and it was closed. But I'm going to go ahead and plug my phone in here. I have the charging my yeah, I just unplugged the phone. Charging my iPad over here. Yeah, I'm gonna take a day here, get everything, tighten up everything in here. I don't, not going down to Smithsonian. You can't guarantee me I'm going to make some money. I'll make enough. I'm not going to go out. I can get headway staying home. I can make serious headway just being here. A lot of things I need to do. Tighten up everything. Yeah, I'm just, you know what? I'm just going to go on back in the subway. Look for my spots that I used to work at years ago. And see who remembers me. Look, it's 10 o'clock, right on the nose. So funny when lately I just started noticing that. Every time I did something, I would turn on my phone or something, and it'd be right of the hour. So it seems like I'm getting into some kind of format. It's not charged all the way. It's only 58%. I'll charge it later. Matter of fact, there's another plug. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my iPad and let it get 100% charged. And yeah, let that get 100% charged. Do I have enough? Yeah, I got these. I always put everything all my little doggles on my mixer, so when I'm looking for something to be right where everything is in the same place. Everything is in a place. It's a place for everything. But you know what? I think I want to look at the. I think I want to. Let's see, which one is these? Yeah, I think I want to. Which one is it? Let's see. 3, 4. That's not it. It's a screen not missing. It's a screen missing. This one here. This one's supposed to be resize this. This is supposed to be my main window actually. Needs to be refreshed. Look, that one's not even doing anything. This one here. Let's see. The right one, I'm going to throw that one away. And I'm going to make another window. I'm going to call it main window. Main window. And this is the, that's not it. I'm gonna go use this. This is the one I want. I had to do all that just to show you. And that's not even it. Did all that to show you this here. This is, okay, this is my, that's what I'm looking at. That's my YouTube right here. But this is all my Machina videos.
No matter if you want to chill after.
I have like 1, 2. This guy is good. This guy is doing what I was looking for. He's explaining how Machina works. He's not throwing in how you make a beat. And this is I paid for this. It cost me $100. That she comes on every Friday. She's a really nice girl. She's really moving up in the ranks. She put her work in though. She said she started off, you know, in a family full of musicians with instruments all around, and she said she's gonna start learning. And she focuses on the Machina. She was working. Now she just moved out of her mother's house not too long ago. And she said she went to one of these Machina events, and her face was on one of the posters outside in this big place, you know. She go to NAMM, people recognize her too. So
now I have,
here's another one. This guy is okay. He's doing, you know, he explained the stuff. He explained mostly how to, you know, but he's not a bad person. And here's another one here. This guy's moving the camera around so much.
I'm in here trying to make a beat away.
Iwazi, and this one right here, that's the same one twice. But like I said, there are some more too. There's some more of this guy. He's with Native Instruments. There's some more with him. Matter of fact, yeah, there's some more with him. I'm going to pull up some more of his videos. And who's that? Alicia Keys? Yeah, she has her. She has more sounds than a Native Instruments. In the studio with Alicia.
What's going on, everybody? This is your sis Alicia, and I'm super excited because you're here in my studio. I'm able to tell you about a project that we've been working on, and it's really incredible because it's here right now, and it's one of my favorite electric keyboards, and so we're calling it Alicia's Electric Keys. You might be familiar with Alicia's Keys, kind of the best keys in the universe. So Alicia's Electric Keys is really exciting. We partnered with our friends at Native Instruments, and so I'm here to introduce you to this universe, and I can't believe it's here. It's fire. I think growing up in New York, for sure, the magic of New York City, the diversity of the people here is so incredible. You know, I remember growing up listening to soul music and hip hop and salsa, and like, you know, there's just no limit to what you're hearing out of the cars, out of the windows, in the subways. I mean, even the rhythm of the train itself is music, you know? So I think that New York City energy has always given me a certain fire, a certain diversity, a certain gumbo that has always gone into the music, and that's one of my favorite. I think it's one of my secret like sauces, is that you get a mixture of everything, and that's what New York gave me.
Yeah. So peace and grease, peace and hair grease, peace and roast beef, peace and love. Stay safe. Peace in Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. King James changed his name. You guys take care. I'm out of here.